Writing a code for entity extraction, you should first start with your NLU file, then move to domain file and specify the conversation flow in stories file. Now I'm simply opening the nlu.yml file for specifying the training dataset for entity extraction. This is your nlu.yml file, and in the last I'm making a new intent and giving a name of entity extraction. Giving some example that what kind of text your user going to be put. You have to specify all kind of text with spelling mistakes, with no spelling mistake, and I just giving a name of examples, and let user say I want to book a flight for 3 people. Now if feeding this text to our entity model, then your model is not able to detect what entities you are specifying for. So you have to make your text annotated in training dataset. How you are going to annotate your text? You first specify your value in the form of square bracket and giving a name of it. Let's say I say that flight is my entity and its name that I used to extract from the text is service. My second entity would be person count, and your 3 would be in square bracket, and my person count value would be in parentheses. I'm giving one more sentence for making our model more robust. That's it. Now go into domain.yml file and specify your entity's name in the form of key value pair. That's all that you need to do right now. I'm not making a stories right now. Okay. Now whenever you change in your training dataset, you should have to train your RASA model, because if you don't train it, then your RASA model wouldn't know what changes you make. So for training your RASA model, your CLI command is RASA train. It will automate train your RASA model. It says that we didn't have a SPACY model. Let's download it for one more time. Now start. I downloaded this Encore WebMD model, and right now I start training. Now we have to go into domain.yml file and we have to specify our entity's name. Just making a keyword of entities and specify those two names. First one is your service and second one is your person count. That's it. Whenever you change your training dataset, we have to train our whole RASA model again, because whatever changes that you are going to make in training dataset, your model didn't know about it. So we have to train your RASA model again by simply passing a CLI command, RASA train. It will start training your model, and after training this, we can load our RASA NLU model and see what type of responses it's going to make. Our model is trained. Now just feed one more CLI command, RASA cell debug. This command will give some insight about your entities and your classifier as well. First, I will feed a text hi and see what kind of output it will make. Okay, it says that the received user message is hi, and it will do two things. First one, it gives your intent, and second, it gives your entities. Now it gives a dictionary. In this dictionary you have your ID and a name, and in name return your intent name, plus it gives you a confidence score for it, and it gives entities as a null list, because I didn't have any entities in it in training dataset. That's why we getting a null list. Now I'm going to feed a text. I want to book a flight for 3 people. Your model says received user messages, I want to book a flight for 3 people with an intent. It gives your intent classification as entity extraction with a confidence of 93%, and it gives you a list of entities. Now in list of entities you will get your entities name, which first is service, and it's also giving you starting index of that entity, which is your 17th index, and ending index is 23, and confidence of that entity is 99%, and what is the value of that entity, which is flight, and it also specify which classifier is using RASA backend, which is your diet classifier. Same thing is for second entity, which is your person count. Your starting index is 28, ending index is 29, because this is only a one character, which is 3, and the extractor is your diet classifier. And it didn't give any output because I didn't specify a story timeline for it. It's working very well. Now let's move to our next terminology.